Assalamualaikum and good day. I'm Nabila Abdullah from the Borneo Islands, Sarawak, Malaysia. I'm a ceramic artist and today I'm going to show you how to make clay beads like what I'm wearing here, and there are some here. Okay, there are some here that I have hired. Material we need is clay, natural clay. There are different types of clay. We have white clay and we have the yellow clay. Besides that, we need some tools, okay, cutting board for you to roll the beads, a pen knife for you to cut, a skewer for you to screw in the holes later, pierce in the holes sort of beads, and a string for you to cut the clay. Yeah, we start by cutting the clay. Okay, get a small piece and roll it on your cutting mat. The reason why I use a cutting mat so that you have the same size of beads. It will be a very good result. This is one of the technique of how to make your clay beads. It's just like making pastry, but this is really a natural clay from the ground after being processed. Okay, so after you roll the beads, okay, you have sufficient length that you need. On the mat there are small squares, so you may cut according to the square so that you will have the same size of beads. So this is roughly about 1 cm length. I do this video because it has been a long time I don't have any workshop. I used to have workshops for tourists in my place, my working place. Tourists will come to my place and they will learn how to make these clay beads. So after you cut them, so it's time for you to roll. Okay, roll it on your palm. Roll it on your palm like this. Okay, then you can feel that it's already round after a few turns that you put, the force that you put on the palm, and it will come round. So after you roll them and you put it on your palm and it has been rolled and round, it's time for you to pierce in the skewer for a hole so that you can call it a bead, so that you can string the beads. So this is the time you cup the beads on your palm, drill in slowly, and when you feel that the skewer touches your palm, then you stop and you do the reverse piercing. The reason why we do the reverse piercing so that you have a beautiful hole. There, perfect. Okay, again, take the piece of clay that you have cut, roughly about 1 cm. So you roll it on your palm. Okay, you can also use your finger. When you are satisfied with the shape that you make, you may pierce in the hole. Screw down the skewer until it touches your palm and turn over to reverse and make a pierce through again. So when you string the beads later, you won't have any problem with something stuck or the hole getting smaller towards the other side of the bead. So that is how we make the clay beads. After the process of making beads is going to be left to dry. It takes about 2 days, and to make sure that it is dry, what we used to do is hold the beads, and if it's still cold, or maybe you put on your cheek. If the beads is still cold, meaning it's not dry yet. So if the beads is not that cold anymore, meaning it's dry. So when it's dry, it's a firing process. So watch out for the next video. I'm going to do firing of these beads. I will do the next video on how I fire these beads, making it this color. This is unglazed. It's unglazed beads, and no usually black in color, and there's no other materials added to it. It's just playing with fire. See you next time. Thank you for watching.